Welcome to Auto Cinelab, your ultimate destination for honest, in-depth movie reviews and insights. Here, we break down the latest Hollywood blockbusters, hidden gems, and timeless classics with passion and clarity. Whether you're a casual viewer or a cinephile, join us on this cinematic adventure to explore, enjoy, and discover movies like never before. Subscribe and dive into the world of cinema.
Shadow of the Lotus is a compelling action thriller that masterfully blends adrenaline-fueled sequences with a complex, emotionally nuanced narrative. Directed by Lina Morozova, the film chronicles the journey of Kai Nakamura, a former elite operative, pulled back into the perilous shadows of his past after the mysterious abduction of his sister by a notorious criminal syndicate. This extended review will explore every facet of the movie: narrative structure, character arcs, technical craft, thematic resonance, and its place within the action thriller genre, providing a thorough analysis suitable for enthusiasts and critics alike. At its core, Shadow of the Lotus spins a puzzle of conspiracy, loyalty, and vengeance, wrapped in a sleek, futuristic urban environment. The narrative is carefully segmented into 3 acts that build progressively toward a climactic resolution. The film introduces Kai Nakamura, living a solitary life, haunted by his history in the covert operations world. The sudden kidnapping of Hana Nakamura by the Lotus Syndicate triggers the initial momentum. This segment excels at establishing the stakes, showcasing Kai's skills, and unveiling the shadowy influence of the Syndicate. The plot unfolds at a deliberate pace here, blending suspense with exposition that fleshes out Kai's personality and motivations. The use of flashbacks reveals critical incidents from Kai's past, deepening the audience's understanding of his trauma and internal conflicts. This middle act propels Kai into the heart of the criminal underworld and a labyrinth of betrayal. It is punctuated by escalating confrontations with syndicate enforcers and strategic alliances with former comrades and underground figures. Morozova's direction ensures the tension is meticulously layered. Every ally's loyalty is questioned, and every encounter carries moral ambiguity. The screenplay incorporates unexpected twists that complicate Kai's quest and expose systemic corruption, not only within the Syndicate, but also in political and corporate circles. The pacing here intensifies, balancing narrative complexity with bursts of kinetic action. Key sequences here include an intense infiltration of a heavily guarded research lab and a daring escape from assassination attempts, which showcase the film's technical and stunt choreography strengths. The final act converges on an explosive confrontation between Kai and Razor, head of the Lotus Syndicate. A blend of physical combat and psychological duel brings the narrative full circle. The emotional stakes peak as Kai confronts his deepest fears while fighting to save Hana and prevent the misuse of the bioweapon project. The film's conclusion is both satisfying and poignant, leaving room for reflection on the moral costs of revenge and justice. The richness of Shadow of the Lotus lies heavily in its characters, particularly the protagonist Kai Nakamura and his evolving relationships. Kai Nakamura, Takashi Saito. Saito's portrayal captures a complex emotional breadth rarely seen in action hero archetypes. His background as a ghost operative, crafted for efficiency, contrasts sharply with his love and vulnerability towards his sister and the few remaining friends he trusts. Throughout the film, Kai undergoes significant growth. He is not merely a fighter, but a man grappling with guilt, identity, and the desire for redemption. His quiet, introspective moments humanize what might otherwise be a typical stoic action lead. Saito's physical performance during combat is equally impressive, conveying raw power mixed with the precision of a trained martial artist. Hana Nakamura, Mei Lin, far from a plot device. Hana's character is layered with resilience and intellect. Her past connection to underground biotechnology research provides critical plot information and adds depth to her kidnapping beyond simple ransom motives. Lin's performance communicates strength and intellect with subtle emotional vulnerability, making her role central to the story's emotional tension. Razor Victor Dragovich. As the primary antagonist, Razor embodies a cold, ruthless ambition. Dragovich's portrayal is effective in creating a chilling villain who commands respect and fear. While some moments risk cliché, particularly in Razor's monologues. His presence drives the conflict and serves as a dark mirror to Kai, illustrating divergent paths from similar origins. Razor's motivations stem from a twisted ideology about power and control, which are explored sparingly but meaningfully, lending dimension to his menace. Kai's mentor, Yuta, played by Kenji Matsuda, and underground ally, Sarah, Elena Torres, enrich the story, each representing different facets of Kai's former world and present challenges. Yuta's role as a moral compass and wise counselor contrasts with Sarah's pragmatism and street-smart survival instincts, broadening the narrative's emotional and ethical scope. Director Lena Morozova excels at weaving visual storytelling with strong character arcs. Her direction thoughtfully crafts the balance between explosive action and intimate emotional narratives, a balance many action thrillers aspire to but rarely achieve. Daniel Reyes' cinematography elevates the film into something visually poetic, using a striking palette of neon blues, deep shadows, and dynamic reflections. Reyes creates an immersive urban dystopia that feels alive and dangerous. The city itself is a character. From its looming skyscrapers to its seedy back alleys, the visual composition reinforces the film's central motifs of duality and hidden truths. Reyes employs varied camera techniques to heighten immersion. Slow, steady shots capture character moments with empathy, while rapid handheld movements and tight close-ups inject immediacy into fight sequences. Notably, the use of silhouette fight scenes adds dramatic flair and symbolism, portraying Kai as both light and shadow battling his internal and external enemies. The production design meticulously incorporates elements of cyberpunk and Asian futurism, mixing traditional motifs with modern technology. From holographic billboards to cluttered tech markets, the environments support the narrative's tension between cultural roots and technological progress. The action sequences set Shadow of the Lotus apart. The choreography blends traditional martial arts styles like Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, and Karate with modern tactical combat, reflecting Kai's hybrid training. Each action scene feels purposeful and story-driven. The film combines hand-to-hand combat, firearms exchanges, chase sequences, and stealth operations with seamless transitions that never feel disjointed. A signature sequence near the film's midpoint, where Kai fights on top of a speeding train, encapsulates the film's kinetic energy and technical expertise. The coordination between stunt performers, camera operators, and effects teams achieves a gripping spectacle highlighting risk and precision. The film's commitment to practical effects enhances authenticity. The absence of excessive CGI in fight scenes lends a tactile realism missing from many contemporary action films. The weight and impact of each strike can be felt, enhancing audience engagement. Shadow of the Lotus explores several thought-provoking themes beneath its surface-level thrills. Kai's journey is ultimately about reclaiming selfhood after trauma. His lotus tattoo serves as a visual metaphor for rebirth, pain, and transformation, allusions to spiritual traditions that enrich the narrative's emotional texture. The Syndicate's manipulation of cutting-edge biotechnology serves as a chilling commentary on the ethical implications of unchecked scientific advancement and the corrupting thirst for control. The bond between Kai and Hana humanizes the story's stakes and grounds it in emotional reality. Their relationship symbolizes hope and the enduring human spirit amid chaos. Throughout the film, the interplay between darkness and illumination serves as both literal and symbolic devices, denoting moral ambiguity and the fine line between justice and vengeance. These layers lend the film rewatch value, rewarding viewers attuned to its subtler messages. Composer Akira Fujiwara's score is a masterful fusion of traditional Japanese instruments like the shamisen and shakuhachi with pulsating electronic rhythms. This eclectic soundtrack mirrors the film's thematic blend of ancient tradition and futuristic technology. The soundtrack dynamically shifts to accentuate narrative beats, softer melodies during introspective moments, and intense, percussive tracks during high-energy action sequences. This thoughtful sound design deepens mood and emotional resonance without overwhelming scenes. Sound effects also play a crucial role, from the metallic clang of blades to the steady beat of Kai's footsteps, intense stealth sequences, ambient city noises, such as distant sirens and murmuring crowds, situate the viewer firmly in the film's urban landscape, immersing them fully in the experience. Shadow of the Lotus excels in production design. The sets, costumes, and props all borrow from cyberpunk and noir aesthetics, while adding unique cultural touches. The Syndicate's headquarters, an imposing glass and steel fortress, is juxtaposed against Kai's simple, austere apartment, illustrating the divide between antagonist and protagonist worlds. Visual effects, while sparing, are integrated smoothly and serve narrative functions. For example, holographic interfaces and surveillance drones feel tangible and grounded rather than exaggerated sci-fi. Lighting design enhances mood and thematic symbolism, with red hues often signaling danger and confrontation, while blue and gray shades echo isolation and uncertainty. Michael Trenholm's screenplay anchors the film with strong story logic and character-driven dialogue. The pacing balances action and exposition skillfully, maintaining momentum without sacrificing clarity. Dialogue is purposeful, blending terse, impactful exchanges with more reflective moments that reveal character psychology. There are few unnecessary scenes, and each interaction furthers plot or deepens relationships. Some viewers may note predictable elements, such as certain government and corporate corruption tropes, but the fresh character work and stylish execution keep these from feeling stale. Final assessment and impact strengths. Captivating lead performance combining physicality and emotional depth. Action choreography that is both innovative and grounded in realism. Visually stunning cinematography and immersive production design. Well-balanced narrative mixing suspense, drama, and thematic substance. A soundtrack that enhances mood and cultural resonance. Weaknesses: occasional cliché and villain motivations and monologues. Secondary characters could have benefited from more screen time development. Some plot resolutions feel expedited, sacrificing depth for pace. Shadow of the Lotus is an exemplary addition to the action thriller genre, distinguished by its thoughtful storytelling, complex characters, and breathtaking action sequences. Its synthesis of psychological depth and kinetic spectacle makes it a film that engages both the heart and adrenal glands. Lina Morozova's confident direction, combined with a committed performance by Takashi Saito, crafts a protagonist who is as compelling in quiet moments as in fierce battles. The film's rich visual world and thematic layers invite viewers beyond surface thrills, offering a story about loss, power, and redemption. For fans of martial arts cinema, cyberpunk aesthetics, and morally intricate thrillers, Shadow of the Lotus delivers a satisfying and memorable cinematic journey.